Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today, we're really getting into something critical for modern schools. We're looking at that essential shift, moving away from messy paper trails and endless spreadsheets towards, well, a truly integrated school management system, or SIS. Anyone who's worked in a school office or even as a teacher, you know the feeling. That sort of administrative burnout, it comes from all those manual tasks, trying to find data scattered everywhere, and inevitably, the mistakes that happen, these old systems, they just weren't built for what schools need now.
It really isn't a major bottleneck. And that's precisely why so many leading schools are moving to platforms built for this, for streamlining how classes and students are managed. The heart of it is centralization, bringing everything together. It's not just about, digitizing forms. It's about getting rid of that constant repetitive data entry, making sure everyone registrar, teacher, administrators looking at the same correct information, a single source of truth.
Okay, let's dig into that centralized benefit a bit more. I mean, the first thing that always comes to mind, that big headache, is scheduling classes. How does a modern SIS actually change that, make it less of a nightmare?
Well, it offers simplified class scheduling. Think about it. Hundreds of students, different teachers, room availability. Doing that manually, it's incredibly time-consuming and, frankly, prone to clashes. A modern system lets admins build complex timetables much faster. And crucially, it flags potential conflicts before they become problems. That's immediate relief for administrators right there.
Right, avoiding those double bookings. And then, once the schedule's set, there's all the student information that fuels everything else, student records. If that data is spread across, say, 3 different places, what's the real advantage of consolidating it?
The advantage is operational integrity. Confidence, really.
Yeah.
Centralized student records means everything about a student is secure in one place. And that's not just for convenience. It's fundamental for easy compliance reporting. Think audits. It makes that process straightforward. Having accurate, easily accessible data in one spot, it basically acts as a shield against errors and the problems they cause. Then you look at the daily operations. That's where the unified tools really shine. Take real-time attendance tracking. Teachers can log attendance instantly right there in the classroom. The system tracks patterns, flags concerns, and this is key, it can automatically notify parents or guardians if a student isn't where they're supposed to be.
That notification piece. Tell me more about that. How does that real-time aspect change the relationship with parents? Because trust seems like a big factor there.
It's absolutely huge for trust. Instant updates mean parents are in the loop immediately. Small attendance issues don't snowball into bigger concerns because everyone's informed. And that transparency carries over into things like the online gradebook and assessments. You're moving past paper gradebooks. You have digital tools handling weighted grades, calculating averages automatically. Parents and students get a clear, up-to-date picture of academic performance.
Okay, so now I'm seeing how these pieces connect. It's not just separate tools, right? The system links student management, class scheduling, attendance, grades, maybe even things like admissions and tuition.
Exactly. That's the integration piece. It pulls everything together, giving the school leadership a single, unified view of how things are running. We heard from Ira W., a director, who said implementing a system like this really streamlined processes, reduced data entry, and increased transparency.
And another user, Patricia S., a registrar, she mentioned the usability, called the interface simple, streamlined, sleek, and very affordable. That simplicity is key, isn't it? If it's easy to use, staff actually use it, and you see those efficiency gains much faster. Less time training, more time on actual education.
Definitely. And when schools are evaluating options, they need to look past just a list of features. Ask the tough questions. Can it really handle our complex scheduling without conflicts? Is the student database truly centralized and accessible to the right staff? Does it properly integrate with tuition and payments? And critically, what's the reporting like? Is it real time? What kind of onboarding support and customer service can we expect?
Focusing on those points helps ensure you're not just buying software, but investing in a system that can grow with your needs. Moving from constantly putting out fires to, building strategically.
So the big picture here is pretty clear. Adopting a modern integrated platform helps schools cut down on that administrative tangle. It smooths out operations, improves collaboration. Basically, it gives administrators and teachers some breathing room by consolidating scheduling, records, and communication.
And that leaves us with a final thought for you, our listeners. Think about the sheer amount of time your team might be spending right now just juggling data, checking for errors, reconciling different lists. Imagine reclaiming all those hours. What could you achieve strategically for your school's long-term success if that time was freed up through accuracy and automation? Thank you for tuning in to The Deep Dive.